Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. In recent years, Turkey has been a hotbed for incredible archaeological discoveries, and this one is yet another fine example, as experts have found what is believed to be the largest underground city ever discovered. Before I start, this video is sponsored by Blinkist, a platform I've been using for a few months now, and I have to say it is fantastic. Blinkist pulls out the key takeaways from the best non-fiction books available, and puts them into 15-minute text and audio explainers, which is great for me with a busy life of research, work, kids, etc. Viewers of the Ancient Architects channel can get a free 7-day trial, as well as 25% off a premium membership when you sign up through this link. More on Blinkist later in this video. In the Midyat district of Mardin in Turkey, an area already rich in history and protected as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, an enormous underground city has been discovered, which has been called Matiate, which translates to City of Caves. So far, archaeologists have uncovered 49 rock-cut rooms, including places of worship, water wells, silos, numerous corridors and tunnels, and astonishingly, they estimate that only 3% of this lost underground city has been excavated so far. Yes, just 3%. Incredibly, it was only discovered by accident, during the cleaning and conservation of historical streets and houses in Midyat. Workers were cleaning out a cave, and they discovered a hidden passage. Excavators were called in, and what was before them was a multitude of rooms, artefacts and murals, and tunnels leading off in all directions. So far, the experts know it was used uninterruptedly for 1,900 years, and it was apparently originally built as a hiding place or place of escape for Christians. In the 2nd century AD, Christianity was still not an accepted religion, and so, in various places of the world, people who accepted and followed it took shelter underground to escape persecution. The City of Caves under Midyat is believed to have been created for this purpose, and amazingly, it is large enough to have been home to 60 to 70,000 people. So far, the oldest artefacts discovered inside date to the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD, and although there may well be speculation that the caves are much more ancient, so far there is no datable evidence. Although because of one written record the idea is not out of the question. More on this later in the video. Today, Midyat is a rural landscape in the centre of a limestone plateau. There are 80 villages and more than 100 churches and 70 monasteries, as well as mosques, inns and stone houses. It really is a beautiful region of culture and history. And that's because the region does have a long history and has been populated for millennia. It's been ruled over by the Mitannians, Assyrians, Armenians, Persians, Greeks, Romans, Byzantines, Abbasids, Ottomans and more, each of which built a new civilization over the work of the last. For a video such as this where I mention a number of different cultures and empires of the ancient world, my own knowledge concerning some of them, and likely yours too, may not be the best, and that's where the sponsor of this video can help. Blinkist genuinely is an easy way to learn more about history, as well as other subjects in a fast and convenient way. In terms of history books, there are more than 370 on the platform, and the list is updated all the time. For example, just yesterday, I've listened to a fantastic summary of the 12 Caesars, a book that was written in 121 AD by Suetonius. I do personally have an interest in Roman history, but not as much as other empires and eras. But Blinkist pulled out and summarised 15 key takeaways, and in less than half an hour of listening to audio, I've learned about Julius Caesar, Octavian, Augustus, Nero and more. it's genuinely a great way to build your knowledge base. With 27 categories and more than 5,000 titles, there is so much more than history as well. And if you have a busy lifestyle but want to keep your brain ticking over, you can take the key ideas from incredible books, both new titles and works of history, and many of them in less than 15 minutes. I should add that Blinkist offers insights from not just books, but also podcasts, which they call shortcasts. And these include shows like Dan Snow's History Hit and History's Cautionary Tales. So again, viewers of the Ancient Architects channel can get a free 7-day trial, as well as 25% off a premium membership when you sign up through this link. You can find it in the pinned comment and also in the description below. Back to the subject of this video, and as stated on ancientorigins.net in an article I've linked below, many cities, empires and religions have risen and fallen around the Mardin district. And so, in truth, finding a cave system isn't actually a huge surprise, especially in Turkey, although the size of it is. Subterranean complexes are not uncommon in Turkey, with the well-known site of Derinkuyu in Cappadocia coming to mind, a site that spans 8 levels underground and goes down around 80 metres into the earth. Inside we find tombs, living quarters, communal areas, stables, water tanks, wells, ventilation shafts and more. It was sealed with £1,000 stone doors, which could only be opened from the inside. Each level of the city could be isolated from each other, and that was for security purposes, and although there are around 600 entrances into the underground city, most of them were hidden. Derinkuyu is an example of the incredible engineering ingenuity of the people of historic Turkey, a city that could have sheltered 20,000 people, and with the new underground city in Midyat being even older, bigger, bolder and a more extravagant project, it shows just how little we still know about the past, and just how much remains hidden. There aren't too many details available at present, probably because only 3% of the lost subterranean city has been excavated, but interestingly, the older residents of the area have apparently always known about the city, just not about its importance, which is, of course, its enormous size, the amount of people that must have lived there, and also that it's been in use for nearly 2,000 years. In historical sources, Midyat actually got its name from the word Matiate, which, as stated, means city of caves. The name Matiate was also mentioned in Assyrian inscriptions in the 9th century BC, so does that imply the underground city does have older origins? Maybe, I don't know. I'm sure we'll learn so much more about Matiate in the near future, and tourists will one day be able to visit. When I find out more, I'll be sure to share the information, pictures and video, so please subscribe to Ancient Architects for updates. Before I go, don't forget that Blinkist are offering viewers of the Ancient Architects channel a free 7-day trial as well as 25% off a premium membership when you sign up through this link that's shown on screen. You can find it in the pinned comment and also in the description below. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.